Yo, what's up? We decided to do another redstone tutorial. We heard all of the comments. I think there were like 3 of them that wanted us to do a redstone tutorial, specifically a 6x6 door. So here it is. We made one. It's 950 blocks. Not saying the best one, because this one is definitely not the best one. It looks kind of cool though. Somewhat fast. I think it opens in around 8 seconds. Kind of nice. Works in version 1.11 through 1.16, but the 1.15 version is slightly different. There's like one difference in the top. So, yeah. If you're building this 1.15, we'll show you the fix at the end. So, yeah. I guess the only thing to do now is start building. Alright, so your dimensions for the door are 5 by 10 by 19 tall. We have some artificial clouds up there. We're going to find the middle, and we're going to go up 2 blocks. Our door is actually going to span from here up to there. So our piston layout is going to be one higher up than the actual redstone. Because we needed 1 extra block at the bottom due to the layout for this piston and this piston right here. The inputs are different for 5 wide. Okay, so we're going to have just that like this. It's pretty standard 6x6 layout. I think I made this door like maybe like almost a year ago now. I think it actually might have been a year ago. I'm not sure. Was it? I don't know. Time flies, man. So we're gonna have another quad extender on top. I'm probably gonna get lag spikes. I'm gonna get the IRL lag spikes.
Shut up, Steven!
Where are you saying that?
I'm gonna get the IRL lag spike. Did you get the lag spike? Alright, that's the layout. Pretty epic. Normal 6x6 layout. Alright, we're going to start off with our input block on the 4th block up on the left side. We're going to run that down into a dust. I conveniently don't have in my inventory. I'm going to run that into a sticky piston. And that's going to be actually, this block's actually going to be used in the tape, so that's kind of cool. We'll have this up here. We're going to have this run into a block. Actually, no, there's no block there. We're going to have this run into a hopper. And this is actually going to run into a piston pusher for these storage pistons, which is actually really interesting because this avoids having a pusher in the wall. So you actually don't see anything getting moved, which is kind of a bonus. So we'll get an output from that right here. Again, we needed something that I don't have in my inventory, just a slab. That way. Oh no, I am die.
You remember what I did with this?
Yes, I do, and I don't want to relive that. Explosion. Kind of epic. So we're going to run that down to 2 tick repeaters. This one's going to go down into a slab right here. And we're going to have 2 more. That's actually going to be it for our input circuit on that side. We're going to run this up into a block here, and have 2 sticky pistons, one with an observer like this, and one like that. Both of them are going to be up. So we're actually going to grab an observer. We're going to put a redstone repeater here on the door block, run that up into a redstone dust. We're going to make a pusher here for the sides so they're synced. 2 observers like this, then 2 more blocks down. Put a block here, here, and then a redstone there. We'll run an observer into this piston so it goes back up. So you can see that the sides will be synced. Oh wait, I forgot something. You have to make this go up into a dropper, facing upwards, then across and down. And you can just kind of push this across again. So now you can see it'll work. And that should push back across now. Alright. This is actually going to be using the extra moves, and that's just kind of like a reset thing that we use. We can fill in the door frame here. Kind of just makes the rest of the parts easier. We do it like this. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're going to get ourselves started on the tape circuit for the bottom. So our tape is actually going to be running like this. Across like this on this block. We're going to have a piston there. Have a dust, a torch, and a redstone block. We're going to have this part of the tape. Put a block here, torch, put a dust there, repeater, block, the dust that'll power that piston. We're going to have a piston there, and a piston here to finish it off. Our redstone block is going to right there. We have 2 redstone blocks in this tape. So this door actually does swap the blocks with the floor, which is, I think it's a minor sacrifice to make for the speed increase. Alright, so there. And then here. Make sure this redstone runs up and this one doesn't. Alright, so now we can fill in this most likely. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. We can fill that in. Alright, that's the tape. We can actually test this tape. I don't think it's... I actually know for a fact it's not locational. We're gonna need a dust there. Power it like that. Let's see if it can go across. It's a bit slow, but since it's dual redstone block, it's actually faster than single tape. Alright, we're going to get started on the bottom closing circuit. Well, this is the storage circuit, not necessarily just for the closing. We're going to run this across like this, into a block right here, and we're going to have an input running across with detector rails, actually. And also this runs down right there. Detector rails, up like this, observers. It kind of works just like redstone, but because it's not redstone, we can do something like this and still get an output from it. And that will allow us to put this down here, and put a dust on that. Have another platform here. Just for later, it's actually easier to do this. You place an observer facing this way into a slab, and then you can put those there. And now comes the really annoying part. You kind of have to place this right here. Kind of like point them down in the rail, and you can see the observers will be facing upwards. So now what we have to do is actually kind of butcher this a bit. Go like that to do the third pulse of the storage. We're actually going to do, we're going to pulse these pistons right here with a cool system right here. This is unnecessarily complicated because it has to be synced, which just makes everything ridiculously complicated. So the way we're actually getting here is a bit odd, I would say, but it's the only way. Well, not the only way, because we have like a ton of space in this side of the door. We have a ton of space in both sides of the door on the bottom because we need the extra layer down here for this and this input, which we're actually about to place. So it's 1 ticks on all of these, actually. Not doing
Hello, Decaf. Would you like for your computer to die?
No. Is my computer gonna die? Am I dead?
You're welcome.
Alright, while we're on this bottom input here, we might as well actually make... Oh god, the salmon's still here. Alright, while we're doing this, we might as well finish up this part of the quad, which is kind of important. We're gonna need 2 of these like that. Because of that hopper, we're gonna run 2 tick repeater up there. We actually need to have an observer facing down here. Like that. You can just replace that dust. And run that up into a block there. And that's going to be doing our actually some of our extension for the tape. So we're actually going to revisit this part of the door. I'm going to run this line around like this. I know, very lazy redstoning, I know. And that actually should be our circuit done. We can test that if we place a lever right here. You should see that we get something like this. Oh, well, that'll push out because of the tape. And while we have it like this, we can actually take an output right from here. I think it was like, yeah, right here. Gonna run that up 2 blocks. And we're going to run it across again into this block right here. And that'll actually take care of pushing everything up for the quad, which is, we can see that happening right here. Oops. I'll just break these blocks since we're not activating the tape. So it'll do that for us, which is nice. We can just reset that here. blocks. Delete that lever. So now we can actually set up for the tape, which we're going to do from here. I don't know. This door is very observer spammy. I don't know what to say. I made this a while ago. I'm going to run that up here. The observer chains are so long in this one. So we're going to have a T flip-flop like this with a 2-tick to power the tape. And that should power the tape for us. And I guess we should move on with the quad circuit. So we're actually going to start it with this. And we have an updater piston here, because there's no way we can get like an output from this tape. So I'm just going to use, when the redstone block is going to be right here, that's when I'm going to activate it, because it takes a bit of time. So actually, just delete that detector reel for now, because we need to place a repeater here on an observer that faces that way. Need to place an observer facing up there, I think. Yeah, this, and connect that one up. Dust going into a hopper, up like this. And we can replace this detector reel now. We have to put this up into a block, like so. And we're actually going to run this down into a redstone. And make this run like this. Have another observer facing down right here. 3-tick and 3-tick like this. We're actually going to run this one up like this, into a hopper, to another observer. That'll run up to this input. This one will just kind of stay here. So now for this one right here, we're actually going to have a sticky piston like this. It's going to power this hopper when the piston retracts, going up into that input again. We're going to run this across, up into this. This one's actually going to be up. There we go. This will actually be the final move of the quad. That'll go up into a piston facing upwards right here. Run this across, out from that piston, up, and across again. And then we're just going to place a block right here, so it'll go into this line. So now comes the tricky part. One more, actually no, there's 2 more things we have to do. We have to kind of get in this space right here, go across like this, go up. We have to place one right here, so we can power this block, so we can do these pistons again. And we have to take an output from this direction. You can see this is where this observer comes into play. Replace all these blocks now. Now we just have to break through here, and this will be powering the bottom input. And that actually should be the entire quad done. We can test this now. We can, I'll just power the bottom part here. Again.
Do you have your Minecraft sounds off or something?
No, I don't.
What? Then how are you not hearing this?
Oh, the radius isn't high
Oh
enough.
wait, oh the radius, no!
Make sure you push these blocks down with 2 rows of pistons here, and then we can see it in action. You can see the quad retraction circuit. Pretty quick. Pretty nice. Clean. Alright, we are going to start off the top with the top closing. So, across from that piston, we're going to run 3 observers like this, which seems like a horrible idea in theory, but in practice it works because this observer fires while these are still being pushed back. So we can run this up. This input's going to be purple because we mainly use this in the quad retraction circuit. We have these. This input actually powers these pistons right here, so we have to update those with a dust here. I'm going to block that off so it doesn't get powered when we don't want it to. So then we can go this way. Oh!
What happened? What? I did.
That's completely incorrect. Oh yeah.
I didn't mean to!
Dude, Sydney blew up the door. I'm not even mad. That's literally perfect. Dude, I actually have to redo all this now. What the balls? Pretty sure we made at least this far. We tried to recover as best we could. Pretty sure we did pretty well. Alright, So we're actually going to continue on the top closing circuit. I'm going to run this up into a dust here. This is actually going to be a part of the extra move circuit later. I'm going to run this into a repeater, to a block. We have a slab right here. Right there. This is going to be running into the repeater here. This here. And fill this in if you haven't already. I'm not entirely sure if it was filled in already. Make sure to place that line of dust there. Grab blue wool here. This input is mainly used in the quad extension. Updater piston there. And this input right here, mainly used in quad retraction. And updater piston right there. Alright, there's one more thing we have to do for top closing, and we have to actually come down here to place an observer across from this block right there. We have to grab our orange again. Oops. Make sure not to do that to any of your dusts if you're in 1.16. And then we have to put a 1 tick here, because for some reason... actually, never mind. No. That was actually something that was in the previous version. We had a 2 tick here, but it was slightly slower, so we actually decided to up it to a 1 tick. And for some reason on the opening, like this thing here doesn't interfere with anything, which is kind of lucky. So run that up 4 blocks like this, and this will come into play later when we finish off the quad. Alright, we're going to start off our quad extension circuit with a block right here. I'm going to run this down onto a slab so we don't power this piston. Run this across. Hopefully I remember all the timings for this. Alright, I'm going to run this across like this. Yo, what's going on here? Alright, now that this invisible force field has been cleared away, we can continue with a 1 ticker. God damn. Do this. Run this across into a 2 tick repeater. Run this across 2 more blocks. Put this into a 1 tick, into a block. Make sure you actually block that off, and then run this into a 1 tick repeater right there. I'm going to have a dust right here. I'm going to run this one up. I completely agree with your statement. Into this.
Yes.
So now you'll see that that's kind of going to be going into this input right here. And this is where it gets a bit tricky. We have to run a 2 tick out from that block right there. Run that up 2. And make sure our piston's facing this way for an update that we need later. Put an observer facing into this line. Do a double pulse there. Run this up into a block here. Place a dust on this piston. This is the 1.15 thing. I'll explain how to fix this later. Okay, we are going to place a block right there. Put a hopper right here. We're going to run this up.
Ah, yes, I crashed.
That's slightly unfortunate.
Yes.
Run this up.
Yes, very, very much, considering that I haven't rejoined the game yet.
We run this up into a hopper, and then across like that. So we can move on to the extra move circuit, which is going to consist of a couple more droppers and a hopper like this. And this piston's used to update this dropper at the right time. I think. I don't know. Something happens to update this dropper. I don't know what it is yet. Still have not figured it out. The circuit is pink. We're going to have a comparator running out from this. And actually, before we move away from this, make sure to put 2 items in here. In this bottom dropper right there. We're actually going to run this into a block. Into this. Into an observer. I'm going to run that into a hopper. God, I have to keep cycling the items in my inventory. To another one. Hopper to this. Keep cycling the blocks, please help. Okay, then go up into this dust. I'm going to have a hopper right here. I'll go into that. 2 tick repeaters. And we put this into a block. Oh, sorry, not into a block. Into an observer. To a hopper. Observer. To a hopper. 2 more observers. Into a block here. I'm going to put observer coming out of here, and then into this block to repower this circuit. That should actually be it. So if we're in 1.16, we can actually test this now. Ah, I didn't forget anything. Awesome. So we can fill in the door frame here. Nothing you really have to be worried about while filling in the door frame. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the 1.15 fix. If we're in 1.15, actually, this was the previous version of the door, what you need is actually a slab right here instead. And this broke in 1.16 because of the slab redirection, and it repowered this when it wasn't supposed to, so it just ended in a huge disaster. So if you're in 1.16, dust here. If you're in 1.15 or below, dust there, and it's on a slab. But since we're in 1.16, we're going to keep it like this. So that is your entire door done. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and hopefully you enjoyed having a new redstone video. Thanks for watching. Oh no. Can I start a chain reaction? I can start a chain reaction? Maybe? Nope, can't. Oh no! Oh! Okay, that was really close.
Arson is fun!
Oh my god, what did you do? What's going on?
I broke the world.
You broke it. Congratulations. We're gonna have
Hello, sir. Do you like bees?
This is an apocalypse. Oh my god, there's so many bees. I'm actually frame dropping. Oh my god. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's 1,000 bees. Very important.
You remember that old classic Skyblock troll where you spawn a bunch of boats?
Dude, this is gonna be hilarious.
Oh god.
Yo. We got boats. See ya. That's a lot of boats right there. Kind of epic. You would power this, but this is the faint balls. You can barely see it. That's perfect. It's like the balls watermark. This is how you watermark your Minecraft videos, I guess. I can't see anything. It just says balls on my screen. Please help. So that'll actually be the
That moment is what I live for. Yes. Lagging.
Load 'em. I'm not gonna. Oh, it's dead. Server dead. Goodbye.
F.
Oh! No, those new fire! Oh my god. I should not have used wool for my circuits. I'm switching to stained clay. It's over, man.
Okay.